am Super Genki, and real talk, I am feeling pretty. I'm running on those Genki fumes right now, but I thought it was a perfect time to do some streaming because something that I didn't do last Friday was stream, and it's hard. It is so hard because of structure. And if you don't, damn it, the hunter took my kill. If you don't have structure, it's so much easier to not have structure than have structure. But when you don't have structure, you don't get things done in a timely manner, and you fall into ambivalence. And that's what I'm really trying to ward against, because the whole theme of today has been fighting my ambivalent nature to simply give in to being burnt out, because that's what happens. You see, if you do the same thing every single day, no matter what it is, eventually you will get burnt out. And I experienced it a couple of times when I was in Japan and I had the job. But now that I'm back here in, what's it called, in America, yo, this music, I don't know how I feel about the music right now. I don't know. I'm kind of experimenting with some of my my J rock, but I don't know if it's the right kind of fit. It's not. You want to know why? Because it's not allowing me to focus correctly. See, that's the thing. It's distracting. There are certain types of music for every occasion, but I'm gonna look to a different type genre of music. What am I doing right now? I don't even know. What do you guys want to hear? We'll just do this. It's the usual these electro beats, whatever they are. The progressive house. It's all about progression. Anyway, yeah. So as you can tell, I'm really tired right now. My voice, I feel it. I do. I feel the drain a lot. But that's why it's important for me to do this stream, because like the last stream, and the same thing we talked about in the last stream, there are moments where I'm not at my best. Not at my best. And you best bet next week I'm going to improve the quality of my stream, the quality of the device I'm using, because right now the FPS is really not looking too great. And my friend points this out to me, but seeing as how I'm not really expecting anyone to watch these streams, it's more of just the prospect of making them that causes me to make them. I've had this, like, I'll put it off for later kind of idea, but if I want to get any better, I have to take my job more seriously. I have to take what I'm doing more seriously, and by taking what I'm doing more seriously, I have to be willing to put more time and effort into developing the software that I'm using, to learn how to develop the software I'm using, which is also another. No, don't say those words. I'm trying to filter out all these filler phrases outside of my vocabulary, which is also another kind of modem that I'm looking to train myself in, because in order to do things at a higher quality, you need to have higher quality material. You know what I mean? Everyone starts off doing things like this. They always start off doing with what they have, using what they have, but eventually you'll realize that once you get to a certain point where you want to develop higher quality content, you need to have higher quality devices as well to make your content more appealing to a larger audience. And right now, I don't think these streams are appealing to anyone at all except me, because I'm the one creating them with purpose. But in terms of viewers, you guys, I don't think that it's accurate right now. It's not quality in terms of visual acuity. And even though I'm not really expecting anything out of these things, anything out of these streams, except for me to explore my ideas in conscious thought while playing video games, something that's very important is for me to break out of that mindset where it's just for me. Because real talk, I'm putting my things out here, and I like real talk. That's the filter phrase I'm going to keep. I like the content that I'm putting out, and I like the ideas that I'm talking about, and they're all done for purpose. And structure is so important here, because look, I went to my work environment today, and I didn't make videos. And making new videos, making new content is very important, because that's the only way to realistically grow the quality of your content. You know what I mean? If you keep the thoughts in your mind, there's no way to realistically gain experience putting them out there. Realistically gain experience talking about them. And I have acted upon some of one of the smaller things that I've been looking to implement today, in that for my streams, instead of having a sheet of paper, and it was the same sheet of paper that I've had since the genesis of all this stuff, I switched to using I switched to using a, you see, look, you have to be really, really on top of this. And I said the U word, and I don't want to say it again because I'm going to have to slap myself in the face again. But I said it and then I slapped myself. And anyway, this is how I have to operate, because these bad habits are so deep rooted within my subconscious that I have to have negative reinforcement in order to train myself outside of the bad habits. That's what I'm seeing right now. And we're going to talk about that in a refined data stream. Negative reinforcement. Because it's a personal finesse kind of mechanism that I use to help train my mental capabilities, but it's not something that I want to get into right now. What I want to get into right now is just emptying my mind of all the things that I've been doing. And the original topic that I was talking about was quality. And higher quality, producing higher quality material requires higher quality software and learning how to use these things. Because if it is in the way that, it is what it is, you know what I mean? If you want to produce high quality content, you have to have high quality software and materials, cameras, and a team. And it's just, you can't expect to get what you want using the bare minimum. You have to put money in. You have to put that, I think they say put skin in the game, something like that. I don't know if I would call it skin in the game, but I am willing to invest more time and energy into learning about how to use these things efficiently, which is why I've scheduled off a day next week to devote solely to becoming better at YouTube and learning about how to utilize these programs better. In terms of my main channel, Super GENKI, and then this one as well. I'll be looking into that maybe on Tuesday. I'm also thinking about starting Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu next week, but that's more of up there. This is Hell Hoot. Hell Hoot? We need to kill him. Yeah, I'm going to look into these things next week on maybe Tuesday or Thursday, because they're all in tandem. Look at him. He's different. They're all in tandem with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is going to cause me to use my time differently. Yeah, but you have to take these risks. You have to take these risks for growth, stepping outside of these comfort zones that we fall into. And comfort and expectations. That's what it is. That's all comfort is. Comfort and expectations. And by not seeking to get any better and sticking to the same schedules that I've had for so long, I'm not growing. I'm growing, but my growth is very limited to my expectations. So how I can grow is very limited to the expectations I have for what I can do. And I have to address them. I have to address these things in conscious thought on stream. Look at him, 53. I wish we could fight, man. I wish. It makes me want to go to Orgmere and turn on my world PvP, because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous what they're doing to this game. I mean, I'm not like a hardcore classic fan. I've been watching videos about it, and honestly speaking, I'm not that interested in getting back into classic, because for nostalgic purposes, for purpose of playing, the reason why I'm playing this video game right now has nothing to do with nostalgia. It has more to do with relaxing. And I do find that this BFA is a lot more relaxing. I mean, if you played earlier expansions, then BFA, maybe it's going to be really bad. But the thing is, if you're not looking to be a hardcore gamer, if you're looking to be more of a casual gamer, and casual in the sense of that you just want to play, but then it does take out the certain aspects of like community and sociability, because people are not social in BFA anymore. I can tell you that much. There's no social interaction in BFA where there was in earlier expansions of this game. It's that's not why I'm playing. It's not why I'm playing the World of Warcraft, so I can't really speak to it. And if I wanted to speak to these things, I'd have to do more research to know what I'm talking about, because you do have to know what you are talking about. So good, we addressed the whole quality content monitors is another thing that I can make here. quality content upgrade software, less upgrade software. Something I have to look into early on. I'm gonna put that on my list of refined data stream topics that I might come back into. That's a cool mount. Oh, that's a cool amount. But I think you can buy that mount. I'm pretty sure you can buy that mount. I have a Dark Phoenix version of the one that's. This one you get in, oh yeah, I forget the name of the instance, but you get it from an instance, and it's a really rare drop. What do you call it? It's complete quest. I need to choose which one is more. No, but this thing has more stats. I can wear it. What's it called? We're going here. Alright, and this is 2, so I'll buy that. Alright, now we must go over here and do these other quests. Yeah, but quality content, we talked about these things. I actually I went kind of off record here. I didn't focus on what I was talking about. Anyway, I've had a long day today, and the long day has caused me to be on these Genki fumes. Dang it. He took my eggs. Well, I'm just going to run around and do this. I don't have to kill these things for a quest, so it's okay. I can just focus on getting them. But I wanted to talk about today because I voted. And, I mean, voting, it's an ultimate way to use your voice. That's what I hear in the ads. I don't agree with that at all. I think voting is very mundane. But I do think it's a responsibility to vote, because if you don't take the conscious will to vote, then you don't have the right. You can't really like talk about dang it, take it again. You can't really talk about this. I was talking to people about this today. I was having long conversations with people while I was burnt out, and perhaps that rooted myself in many of the different problems that have led me to getting burnt out. But I've unburned myself through conversation and other mediums of de-stress. But oh yeah. It's so much to talk about. Chaos management is another topic I want to talk about in chaos management. It's something I want to talk about in a refined data stream. And what did I say? Yeah, Fridays. Fridays are going to be refined data. Maybe it should be Wednesdays. I don't know. I have to think about the order a little more. I have to get some more eggs. I have to think about the order a little more of these refined and raw data streams. I know I want to do more raw data streams than refined data streams. I definitely want to be a 2-1 average. 2-1, 2-1 raw refined, because I work a lot on refining my thoughts throughout the day and talking about them with be it with people or with or just with myself and my own thoughts in my writing. So I definitely do want to have some exploratory. I want to have more exploratory patterns than I do. Yeah, no, I said it again. Dang it! It caught me off guard though. It did catch me off guard. I'm gonna wear that too. What's it called? I'm gonna wear this. And I should. No, but I still have to get about 200 more gold. So I have to get like a full bag, and then some in order to get my pants. Which I'm not even sure if I want anymore, because I'm really digging my druid character more than anything else, and being a healer and stuff like that. What's it called? No, we don't have to get that. We have to kill these frost sabers. Do we have to kill these frost sabers? Not the hunters, but not the huntresses. We have to kill the frost sabers themselves. Oh no! Get out of here! I don't know. Maybe I could go back to playing Super Genki on the other realm, on the original realm that I started about. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. If I even want the pants anymore, but I want the full armor set. That's something I do want. But I don't know. It's up in there. We'll think about this more as we move along. Someone came over and cleared all these sabers. I have to do the duty of skinning them so I can level up my skinning ability. And also, is that a frost saber? It's a huntress. I do like these casts. It's a stalker. We have to get the stalkers. No wonder. We have to get the stalkers right now. We need to be in our bear form to do some damage. Oh, buddy, I feel the Genki fumes. Anyway, we were talking about voting, civic duty, and something happened while I was voting that made me very conscientious of it, because They're like things that you have to read, but not a lot of people read the things. So I was in line and I was like, I was just touting off. You know what? You know who even needs to read to vote? Who needs to know how to read to vote? And it was really funny. Everyone was laughing about it. But then, as I was doing my sheet, I made a mistake on one of the questions, and the question was actually really pertinent because I wouldn't have known who to vote for if they didn't put the partisan labels next to the people's names. And I clicked yes at first for getting rid of it, and then I read the question, and then I had to circle no, and then I had to reprint the page. I had to waste more time there. So it made me realize how important reading the things that you sign are before you sign them, before you interact with the certain types of content. And that was just a small tidbit for me voting today. It was something I had to do because I don't know. Why not, right? Why not vote? It's a healthy way to be a part of your community. That's what I'm saying right now. I have to get more of these things. And they're on demand right now. There's not a lot of them. I have to get them. Anyway, let's get out to the next one. So, getting burnt out. So we covered voting. We covered a couple other topics. We're going to get on to getting burnt out. Now, this is something I experienced in Japan, notably one time. No, two times. Both, first time that led me to writing on Wattpad, and then the second time leading me to play Xenoblade Chronicles for like 24 hours, I think. And buddy, I remember all the innovations that happened, and I still have to do that gamer timer thing. Oh, dude, there are so many things to do. But yeah, I remember this because Xenoblade Chronicles. Ooh, Genki, I totally forgot this. Xenoblade Chronicles had an in-game timer, and it led me to this big innovation in thinking about skells and how I was relating skells to Genki armors, and how it was really cool, and how it happened in like an exact moment while I was playing the game. It's a very intuitive game. It's like the World of Warcraft with better graphics. It is online, but it's a cool game. It's a cool game. I can't play it anymore because it's a little too complicated. And that was something that I forgot a long time ago. Ooh, I haven't encountered that thought in a long time. It's a very complicated game that it takes a lot of time to get adjusted to. But once you get adjusted to it, it's cool managing its complexity. But there's always like deeper levels. Like you'll never master the game truthfully because there are a lot of really, really deep levels in that game, which is why I prefer WoW, because it's a lot more simple. It's like hack and slash kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, I remember the complexity of Xenoblade Chronicles. I might even get back into it. I might even invest more time into getting back into it. I didn't beat #1 because I was too busy playing #2. But I've forgotten. I would have to restart these games, and that's something that really, really don't say those words. That's something that really perturbs me from starting again because I remember how much time it took me to get to the last level. I couldn't do it, so I deleted my whole game out of like frustration, and then sought to do it again. And I started playing, and then I got back to like a certain point, and then I stopped playing for a long time, and then I forgot to play. You see, this is the thing with complex things. Like you don't have to remember how to play WoW because WoW is very cut and dry. But with complex things, this is the problem. You need constant stimulus, constant interaction in order to ensure that you can perform in the complexity. And that's something that I fell out of touch with Xenoblade Chronicles. Like I would have to retrain myself how to play, and I would have a general kind of I would have a general kind of know-how. Like I'm not completely oblivious to all the rules behind the game, but I would not be able to play as I did before. It would take some adjustment. It would take some serious adjustment times. But you can kill these swat sabers too. You don't have to kill the stalkers alone. So that's cool. So now I'll focus on these things as well. Yeah, I thought it was like only one, and it was driving me cuckoo. No, not the huntresses. You have to get either the stalkers, or why am I moving so slow? It's that. No, I don't know. But yeah, complexity in video games is something it's really time consuming. You know what I mean? That's why I just played a game of League of Legends, and it was like a ranked 3v3, and I got so smashed. I was running on Genki Fumes, and I got so smashed while I was playing this game. And I realized, losing is not that bad. Losing was actually pretty fun, just because it's like you're watching your kingdom fall. You're watching everything fall around you, but it's not even you. It's I equated it to like playing while you're under the influence. Like it's just you can't even focus, and you can't be held accountable for the things that you are doing. And it was something akin to that, playing that ranked game of League of Legends right when I got home because I wanted to interact with my buddy. But it is what it is. And now I'm here. Now I'm streaming. And now I'm talking. And I've I've got good ideas that are happening right now. And I have to make a section of my notebook that talks about things that need to be done for improving stream quality. Improving stream quality. And it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, actually. Use of timers plus software development. Because you see, the thing is, all these moments where we have positive thoughts, they're easily forgotten in the metronome of mediocrities. And then you normalize it, and then you think to yourself, well, why do I need to do this? I can already operate at an efficient level, so what's the point? Well, you know, there is, if you want to be operate, if you want, see, the thing is, you need, wait, I need to think about this. Hold on. The whole "what's the point" argument prevents you from making quality content, because even if you have quality ideas, if you don't have quality tools to use to stream, if you don't have quality mediums to express your thoughts and desires, no one's gonna listen to them, because it's like looks and appearances. You know what I mean? You have to take care of how you dress, and this is something I need to work on. It's really, it takes a lot of conscious thought for me. But it is something that I need to work on, taking better care of how I look, like shaving and stuff like that. But you have to make yourself presentable, because that's the only way to sustain people's dang it, I said it again. People's attention and build credibility. That's what I'm thinking about right now. So we were talking about that. We cycled through Xenoblade Chronicles, and it might be something. I'm gonna put it down as a refined data stream that I might come back to later. Xeno complexity, because I actually haven't had that thought for a long time. It's been a long time since I've had a thought akin to this level. But then it's not stalkers. I need to kick the huntresses. I need to kill the huntresses. I don't even want to say kill, man. It's such a, you know, it is what it is, though. I got to do it. I got to do it, and I can't see anything. Ah! It's okay. I'm thinking about queuing up for an instance. I've been thinking about that. I haven't done an instance in a while because I haven't been playing seriously. I haven't been streaming seriously in a while. So I actually haven't been playing seriously in a while either. Because now it's more of like I play this game while I'm streaming. It's more of wait, what's that over there? I play this game while I'm streaming. There's a special cat up there. I've been to this place before. I remember. And there's a quest here. Shy Rodham? Yeah, I have to go get that quest. What's it called? Look at these young cyberling cubs. What's it called? Where's this quest? Here it is. I'm gonna go get it. And what were we talking about? Oh no, yeah, we were talking about how I'm gonna go back into how it was. What's it called? It's been a long time since I encountered all these thoughts, because I'm telling you, if you lose the level of what's called, if you lose the level of commitment to training yourself to stay in a complex frame of mind, you will lose the ability to play complex games. And that's the thing, it takes a lot of time and investment. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't have things that you want to do, when you want to focus on, if you really want to focus on video games, then you can do it. But if you want to focus on other stuff, if you want to focus, dang it, I said it again. If you want to focus on nonfiction and learning, it's really difficult to maintain the balance necessary to be able to do more than one. And I was having a conversation with someone today about this. Oh my no, let's go, come on, let's do this. Do we have any quests? Hey. Wait, what happened? Wait, what happened? Look at all these quests. Ah, did I let my team die? I needed this. I don't understand. What are they all doing over here? How do I get back? How do I get back to my party? I need to get all these quests, buddy. Now that totally threw me. The Grim Guzzler. There we are. There we are. There we are. Look at this. Look at this. So I'm gonna focus on healing right now because the thing is, I think that 3 is a little much. If I focus on DPS, healing, and conscious streaming at the same time, I will lose. I will lose one of the abilities. I'll do one of them inefficiently. I teleport. I teleported. Anyway, let's get back. Let's get back to this. Your reign of terror ends now. Face the doom of mortals. Afterglow. I like this. I like this. I like this song. But what's it called? I said it again. You have to train yourself. And negative reinforcement isn't something that I want to talk about today per se. It's something I want to explore. Oh, I'm not in my human form. No wonder. I'm such a bad healer right now. I'm running on those Genki fumes, and I'm such a bad healer. Ah, I am being such a bad healer. But he's healing. I think the tank is also healing. He must be a monk. I knew it. But it's okay. So what's the next topic? Because I've been totally like, this is chaos. This is true chaos. I'm having such a good time right now. I can't even deny it. I'm having a really good time. Just playing WoW and talking and streaming and talking to you guys, interacting with all this stuff and trying to focus. Oh, these Genki fumes are making it so much fun. Originally I was talking about getting burnt out. I recovered my myself a little bit there. And these things are attacking me, but they can't get me. We were talking. Dang it! I said it again. No. Okay. Be quiet. It's all about the training myself. I have to train myself to not do this stuff and to be able to divert focus accordingly, because this is chaos. This is chaos. Playing a game and being a healer, because your responsibility is a lot larger as a healer than it is as a DPS or even a tank. This is chaos. For it will cause you to have to prioritize the wellness of the team, and the team will die without you. If I didn't heal this person, it would have died here. I mean, even being a monk. Hello. I need to heal this person. I need to heal this person. Yeah. The healing is he's pulling a lot of mobs. Is that what it is? I don't know. But I need to heal this person so that they don't die. It's chaos. This is real chaos. Oh no, and that's why I was interested in the military, because I want to get chaos training. Because operating in chaos makes you much better at decision making. Because it trains your ability to make decisions and make snap decisions, especially on the things that you realize are important. Because operating in chaos is very important. We experience chaos every single day in the plethora of choices that we have to face on a day-to-day basis. And chaos management is something I'm going to talk about in refined data stream. I'm thinking of doing them on Wednesdays, where I will gain topics, and I actually have to. I'll put the topics on one page, and then I will make separate pages and separate works for like the actual stream materials, because I actually do want to work on making them into like presentations where I actually like present the information. Now, I'm not using slides and stuff. I think that'd be a little much. But no, see, look at that. That's one of the words that's gonna signal me going into the filler phrases, and that should actually be a refined data stream topic. Filler phrases. Yeah, and it's a lot more clean now that I have my notebook. I have a notebook for writing this stuff down. It's a lot more clean. But we were talking about, is but a filler phrase? I have to think about this. Is but a filler phrase? Because it always leads to me saying and I have to do that. It always leads me to saying So could it be a filler phrase? Something that I would look into. Well, definitely in speech. Definitely when we're keeping at high levels of speech, I think it's a connector phrase that signals that signals an upcoming filler phrase. And I'm only doing this because I want to be a public speaker, and I have to train myself out of using these things in common speech, because a lot of my best public speaking comes when I'm out in the field talking to people commonly. So maybe but is another filler phrase that I want to train out of my vernacular. And that's a word that someone made me very someone made me very no, again, someone made me stop. Don't say anything. Think aware of. There you go. That was really funny. Uh Oh, that was a vernacular. We have to work on the vernacular, buddy, because it's all how to realistically become a better writer. It's driving me. It's getting me really Genki. I mean, this is actually really fun. This is really fun right now. Talking and tree training and healing and it's actually really cool. Anyway, I'm just experiencing this stuff because you only be on Genki fumes. You only burn out ever so often, and it's actually not acute. I'm never on Genki fumes and at home at around this time of day. That's the thing. Usually, if I'm on Genki fumes, it's more of the end part of the day, and 8 o'clock is generally a time slot where I want to talk to my best friend, so I play League of Legends. And I don't stream, but it is a lot of fun being on Genki fumes and trying to micromanage all these different things. And it's very cool. It's very cool. Now, maybe this is just a me kind of thing, but look, I said another filler phrase. It's a connecting phrase. It's a connecting phrase that leads to filler. Because you see, when you use these certain types of connector phrases, instead of just stopping and gathering your thoughts, you see, I have a tendency that's preventing me from growing as a public speaker. And my tendency is that I speak before I think. And I have to get into the habit of thinking before I speak to a large degree. And it's going to be something I'm going to have to train myself to do, actually. I'm going to have to really train myself to do this. Because as long as I can remember, I've always been speaking before I think, which is why I always put my ideas out there. I'm not afraid to share my ideas, in a sense. I'm not afraid to share my ideas, which is why I put so many of them out there for the world to see. Is that a filler phrase? No, I'm thinking to myself. Yeah, there's gonna come a point actually where I'm actually gonna slow down my speech almost. I'm actually gonna seek to speak less, because in order to think before I have to speak, I have to take pauses to think about what I want to say instead of just saying stuff. And I know that this is a raw data stream, so I guess it's not as imperative that I do this, but in terms of refined data streams, pausing before speaking is very important because it's going to allow me to think about what I want to say beforehand. And that's something that I have to do because it's something I very rarely do. And it might sound weird, but the reality is that it is who I am. It is who I am, and I know who I am, and it has a very positive impact on my ability to think, but it's very unfiltered. It's very unfiltered. That leads me to something I was doing today. Social interactions, which is the next topic for the data stream, November 4th, the raw data stream. It's that I have this tendency to speak as if I'm the only person in the world and no one can hear me. And someone actually challenged me today, which doesn't happen very often. I don't get challenged in thought very often. What I mean by that is that people don't usually talk to me after hearing what I say. They usually just keep it to themselves. If they have something to say, they keep it to themselves. And this girl challenged me in thought because I was talking about how I don't like fictional writing and how I'm definitely more nonfiction. And she was talking to me about like dualism and how fiction is important for learning and to take steps on how people learn. And I need to read a book to understand how people learn a lot more, because I mean, I've been a teacher, but in order to be a more effective teacher, I need to be able to integrate human psychology on learning. And she gave me a couple of really good book recommendations as well, but it came from me being willing to say what I thought and not per se think before what I was saying. I don't know if it was that, but usually when I'm out in the field, I don't think before I speak because I'm very interested in exploring my ideas. And the best way to explore my ideas, from what I understand, is to speak before I think, because thinking slows your speech down. Thinking does slow your speech down, but it is something that's very important for having real conversations. It's something that I have to become very aware of in the future, which is why I'm making a note. So that's actually going to be something I have to write down right now. Dang it, and I have to heal. What's it called? That was two filler phrases. So in terms of filler phrases, what's it called? No need healing. Thinking before talking. Oh, it's hard because you have to like write. You have to be very aware of everything. But yeah, thinking before talking, that's a phrase, that's a topic that I'm going to go into the filler section, filler phrase topic. Because it is one of my weaker points and I have to address it in conscious thought. I do have to address it in conscious thought. What's it called? Yes. Oh no! Now it's almost. You see, now this is the thing, because this is exactly it. Thinking has slowed down. I can't talk. I can't talk right now because thinking has literally slowed me down. I don't even know what to say. This is tough. This is tough. And then I just, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So a special topic to talk about here is thinking before talking for filler phrases. And we're gonna make a more effective system later. It's still a raw phase. It's still in beta right now. I just pulled out the notebook, so we're learning how to do this stuff as well. And I think we're gonna like, oh no, don't die. Oh look, I'm not paying attention. Oh, I almost let the tank die, and we would have all died if I let the tank die. But I'm definitely gonna update my booklet for recording information on my streams, because that's another way to realistically become a better streamer, to have a better system, better note taking, a better not again. Dude, I have to slap myself a lot. I'm having to slap myself a lot, and I'm telling you, it just speaks to how deep rooted the problem is in my speech. That if I don't know what to say, I'm gonna use these things are attacking me. Don't attack me. Don't attack me. I swear, it's almost like I really do have to focus on healing in here. But you see, now that I'm working to really explore these conscious thoughts, what's it called? Do I need to loot these things? I don't know. But now that I'm really working on thinking before I'm speaking, it's slowing me down because I'm realizing how much harder it is to heal as opposed to not. Yeah, it is really slowing me down because it's limiting what I can say. But I'm gonna take some time and gather my thoughts right now, so you can just listen to the music and enjoy that while I think about what I'm looking to say, because it's really slowed me down. But you see, I should save these things for the refined data stream. This is a raw data stream, so I shouldn't be so worried about it. We still need to work on recording all these thoughts down so that we can return to them later. However, oh no, that's a big mom. However, right now is not the time and place, because it would be I'm doing this stream today because it's. I mean, I do want to stream on the weekends. Oh, this guy's gonna die. I do want to do the streams on the weekends, but is that a filler phrase? Yes, it is. I had to slap myself again. Ugh, I don't like doing it. It's just negative reinforcement. I do have to work on these things. So did I complete any of these quests? Oh my god, what's that? It's scary. These things are scary. Ah! Yeah, it's getting tougher. It's getting tougher to maintain this. To maintain what we want to do. Because I can't. It's almost like I have to focus more. I have to focus more on healing, and now that I've gotten this thinking before speaking into my head, Now I'm very much, I'm very slow. Anyway, let's move on to the topic we were talking about. So I was interacting a lot because I think I got into my own head. That's not the problem. It's the solution that's helping me address the problems, but it's hindering my ability to speak and grow in speech right now. And I have to do this stuff right now. Yeah. I'm not stopping myself for that one. That was just a breath of air. A breath of air. The filler phrases are like the breathing of the mind, but no, they're not good because you're breathing in toxic air. Pauses are good breaths of the mind. Pausing is good breath of the mind, but filler phrases are not. And that's actually a really, really cool innovation. That's something I also want to integrate into the filler phrases. Because look, mine needs to breathe, pausing, good air, filler phrase. Oh no, filler phrases, bad air. Look at that. I had to write it down, but it was tough. Anyway, we're gonna get that right now. And what's it called? So yeah, social interactions. Something it's risky. It is risky because social interactions with people, it invites PvP. Like when that person challenged me, it was a very long conversation before I was able to find equal footing because it's not something. Oh, this person's dying. It's not something I do very often, and she came in very idealistic to me. But then as I explained my ideas a lot more, she started to get more on my side. She was a younger person, now a younger girl, but she has experience reading and participating in groups, so she's interested in becoming more realistic about her ideas. But I was interacting with this person for a very long time, and there's another person that I interact with who I don't know. It's tough stuff interacting PvP because you have to be aware. It's self-ordained thinking. You have to be so aware of different people, and I wasn't aware of how this person was going to take the conversation that I was having with this woman. And it led to complications, and I had to learn for myself because there were certain topics that I was bringing up that are not conducive for the work environment that I was operating in, that she was operating in, the job environment. And I don't know, I mean, it just gives you a lot of things to think about, and they're very distracting. This is some high-level chaos. You see, chaos and thought that distract you from being able to focus on other things. That's something we're going to talk about in chaos management. And hey, you got me again. In chaos management, we're going to talk about these things in more depth. But for right now, and that wasn't a filler phrase, that was a correct connector phrase. For right now, we are going to focus, and you see, I'm trying to do DPS now, and it's taking me away from healing. So I need to, when I do this, I actually just have to heal, no DPS, because these mobs are gonna kill people if I'm not aware. And only because if this person was a warrior, we would have died multiple times already. But because of the monk has self-healing, we didn't die. And we're almost done with this instance. Right now, I should level up right after I do it. Look at all that damage. So social interactions, yes, you have to be very aware of people, and that's what PvP, that's what makes it PvP. Because PvP is always fighting for influence. And it's very subtle. PvP is actually player PvP. Player PvP is actually a refined data stream topic that I can talk about. But it's always fighting for influence. And like this conversation I had with this girl earlier, she was trying to use her knowledge of reading and of fiction to try to persuade me to seeing fiction in a different light. But I was refuting a lot of her arguments, all of her arguments in a sense, to a point where I started to get her to change her thinking a little bit in terms of nonfiction as a genre, where we agreed that dualism is very important. And I do agree that dualism is very important. Just reading one genre is not enough. If you read one genre, you're going to be stuck in one genre. And I'm just switching back into it's almost subconscious, switching into DPS mode. But damn it, I said it again. We were talking, and dualism is very important in terms of reading, because if you only read one without the other, you'll see human potential and you won't know how to utilize it, or you'll know how to utilize potential, but you won't have inspiration. And that's the importance of reading both fiction and nonfiction. And she told me I had to read more, which is something I agree with her, especially in my evening reading list, because I finished The Count of Monte Cristo, and I'm not reading new fiction novels. I only have the old fiction novels to read, so I'm actually going to purchase some fiction novels after I'm done with this. That's what I'm looking to, because it is something that I want to integrate into my evening rituals. So reading. And that was a filler phrase thing, and I have to maintain this. And we're encountering a lot more filler phrases right now because we're talking at a higher rate due to the nature of this stream. And it's hard to maintain this because the healing is really causing me to think more heavily about this stuff. The healing is really causing me to think more heavily about this. I think we should explore reading it. We should explore reading both fiction, reading fiction plus nonfiction. And it's a topic for dualism. Yeah, this was fun actually. I had a good time. I had a good time in this instance, if not only for the fact that it was chaotic. It brought me into a state of chaos, and I thought that was cool because of the amounts of different things that I had to be able to juggle while maintaining. What? Hey, look! I got fly. Oh, I can fly. I don't even need to buy. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. I don't even need to buy a flying mount because I can fly on my own. That's so cool. Oh, I'm so happy about this. Where's the flight form? But where is flight form? Shapeshift, land, combat. Ooh, I don't have my reindeer anymore. Travel form. Shapeshift and travel form. The active shape to freeze you from land. I don't have my travel form anymore. Oh no. Well, I don't have my reindeer form anymore. But now I can fly. That's so cool. I'm so happy. But no, don't say that. What are we looking at right now? Yeah, we were talking about social interactions and talking to different people. And PvP. And also taking down this refined data stream topic. That's why I do these raw data stream topics, to get ideas for refined data. I don't want to fight you. I just want to steal your cubs. I don't want to actually fight you guys. But I do have to get these things. This game is getting fun. Oh, I'm excited. Back to social interactions. I do raw data streams so that I can do refined data streams. That's the dualism right there. It's just like the dualism is reading fiction and reading nonfiction, and understanding how to have a dualism in both so you can use both of them to your best efficient level. Because playing video games alone is not enough. You have to have dualism while you're doing this stuff. You have to be able to keep learning. And ooh, look, I'm a bird. Ah, it's so much fun. I'm actually really happy about this. Really happy about this. Ah, I can just insta escape everyone now. It's really cool. Oh, it's so cool. Anyway. And actually, I don't have to buy. Ooh, and now I can travel to places a lot faster because I can fly. And it used to be you had to wait until like level 100 to be able to fly in Kaldemor or Eastern. This is something about DFA that makes me happy. That you can do this stuff a lot faster. You can get to this content a lot faster, which is something I'm not. I was talking about my interest in Classic a lot earlier, but I am excited that I can fly level 58 right now. I think that's really cool. And how I don't actually have to purchase the flying mount because I'm a druid, which is really cool because I've heard it's really expensive. I heard earlier that it's an expensive tout. What is this called? I need to get these whiskers and rugged leather. I don't know, do I have to kill these things? How do I get this stuff? How do I get these whiskers and rugged leather? I don't know. Your winter spring cub may only be used in winter spring. What does it do? I should have to read. Accumulate 10 to 20 winter spring cub whiskers shed by your winter spring cub. Bring whiskers, 20 rune cloth,
rugged leather, and 80 gold to the Riverwood Forest. Description: I think this little fellow will be a good match for you. This cub is going to require a lot of attention to ensure that he grows up. On your cub at least once a day. Oh, you should check on your cub at least once each day, feeding and caring by your. Oh my! I want to cub first toy. Rains of Winter Spring Frost Saber. Buddy, do I want this? I do want this. How do I? Oh, it's tough. It's tough. It's gonna be tough. What's it called? Accept. Hunting practice. What's it called? Oh, I do. I want that. I want that mount. I think. What's it called? How does the mount look though? I should go look because this quest requires a lot of. Where do I get the rugged leather from? This quest is going to require a lot of attention. Rains of Winter Spring Frost Saber. What does it look like? I'm gonna have to look at this. Rains of Winter Spring Frost Saber. Let me see what it looks like. Yeah. I'm looking at it. It does look pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. It does look pretty darn cool. I wonder if I have a mount. I mean, I don't even use mounts on my druid character, but for other characters, what's it called? All right, stripe, winter stripe, frost saber versus this winter spring one. What's the difference? It does look really cool though. I think I'm gonna want it actually. I think I want it. It looks really cool. I'm not gonna lie. Not that I wouldn't ride it on this character because I have my flying form already. I don't need to ride it on this character. But if I make other characters, I will definitely look into riding this thing. I don't know how to get these whiskers. I need to go. I'm losing focus right now. And doing this has also lost me on focus with the social interaction topic that I was looking to explore earlier. And no, that's a frost saber. I need to get this guy right here. It's all fight for influence. Yeah, I have to go back to this main topic that I was doing. I got sidetracked by interesting mount operations. I do want the mount though. I do want the mount. So I am gonna look at how to get these whiskers. And I think it's something to do with. It's probably like a daily kind of quest thing. It's a long quest, and I don't know where to get the rugged leather. I should look online for that, in fact, so I can make sure that it works. Hold on, let me get this guy. I need this rugged leather. Where to get rugged leather? Wow, winter, spring. Let's see. Get the rugged leather. Where is it? You can get it from like Yetis and stuff. So I think you have to kill these creatures in order to get it. Yeah. Let's go. We'll figure it out. I'm losing focus. I'm losing a lot of focus right now because I'm integrating into the game right now. Because I do want this mount, I think. So we're gonna see right now what to do with this mount thing. Alright, so we're looking into this. We were talking about social interactions, and I think we've covered most of the topics that I wanted to go into that. I don't want to go into the whole haberdashery of the other stuff. I mean, the other stuff is really just, for me, it's all in my mind, and I did make mistakes. But I did correct my mistakes, because I did bring up certain topics in a work environment that I shouldn't have, with one of the persons I'm currently screening for my friend test. And I do listen, and I do learn. I'm a self-learning AI in a sense. But I have to make sure to, I want this mount. I do want this mount. So I'm going to be focusing on this. But let's go into the next. Let's go. Yeah, actually, we covered PvP. We covered PvP there. And we covered influence, so we can go into the Xeno complexity. We already covered that as well. So we have covered a lot of the topics that we wanted to talk about in this raw data stream. So I'm going to actually open up the floodgates and get off the topic marker. Actually, those are the topics that we thought about. Ooh, I'm having some trouble right now with my thinking process. Because raw data streams are more for things that happened in the day. And I need to actually move this over here. I need to move that over here. I need reading plus PvP, blah, blah, blah. I need to move that over here. Yeah. For my raw stream topics, it's going to be events that happen during the day. And then in terms of my refined, it's going to be ideas gained through the day or raw data stream. I'm working on the system right now in order to make this stuff better. I'm definitely working on the system in order to increase the efficiency for this stuff. What's it called? Let's do this. And I have to maintain my level of thinking right now. And today I'm gonna have a better system set up for next time, which is gonna be tomorrow. But tomorrow is gonna be a raw data stream, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, I had to wait till I wrote them. I'm gonna have a better stream set up for tomorrow. And what's my speed though? I'm very curious. What's my speed here? Skyronim is over here, so we'll go get him right now. And then we'll look into getting this rugged leather, farming the rugged leather, which I'm pretty sure we can do anywhere. We just need to kill animals that have rugged leather, which is like the yetis and stuff. And they're here definitely. Oh, he feared me. He has an ability. How cool. It's not gonna matter though. What's it called? How do I get these whiskers though? That's something else that I want. I want whiskers. How do I get the whiskers? That's something I want to know. They don't tell you how to do these things. Accumulate 20 winning training club whiskers checked by your winning training club. Bring with the whiskers. 20. I have the rune cloth. I need the leather and 80 gold, buddy. 80 gold. Oh, that's gonna take. I need these pants. Oh, it's gonna take away from me. Do I really want them out now? 80 gold is a lot of money right now because I can get the pants when I get to 500. But did it again. It's been a while since I did it though. I'm working on it. I'm definitely working on eliminating it from my speech. Hunting practice. What do I need to do for this? Bring your cub near snow-covered burrows in northern winter spring 5 times. Where are these burrows? Here's one. Alright, buddy. Where's my quest? Where's my cub? I can't summon him. Hunting practice. I don't know. It's actually a. Do I really want the mount? Do I really want the mount? I do. I do kind of want the mount. Darn it. What should I do? What should I do, guys? You should tell me what to do because I'm actually pretty lost right now. I'm actually pretty lost in what I've completed 8 to 8. I got Winter Spring Press. Good. I'm actually pretty lost right now. I don't know what to do. If I should stay and get this mount or not. I don't know. Where did he go? Where's my cub? Well, probably in my bag. What's it called? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Go. Go. Hunting practice. Come on, buddy. Let's go. I need to take him around. Now that I'm trying to focus on this, now that I actually have to like read and focus and stuff, I did it again. Now I have to focus and it's getting harder to talk. See, now I have to think. Now I'm thinking about the quest, which is hindering my thinking about speaking. Because you see, I can't multitask here. It's not possible. But I can I can play the autopilot like hash and smack and just like follow the quest markers and stuff. I don't have to think about that. But I do have to think about this. I do have to think about this. And if I can't complete this quest today, then I'm gonna scrap it because I'm already level 58 and I've already completed all the quests in this area. So it's time to move on to the next one. That's what I'm thinking right now. Which means I need these whiskers. I need these whiskers right now. And then I need to farm the leather afterwards. You see, look, I hear it in my speech. Anyway, these are all the topics that we've talked about today. We talked about PvP, reading influence. We talked about that here today. This page is going to serve as a reminder for the start of what I need to be doing in order to higher the quality of my stream, because I need to better filter my thoughts in order to stream better on this one. That's what I'm thinking about right now. This guy wants to fight me. Fight me, bro. Fight me, bro. All right, look, I did that now. Is he gonna give me one whisker? Because I don't want to be here for very long. Hey, what's that? Obtain E echo from the falling creatures. What does this mean? I don't know. I didn't mean to get this thing. What do you mean? Oh, these are daily quests. I understand this now. It's a daily quest to get one whisker. I don't know. It's. I want the mount, but I've already completed all the quests here in Winter Spring. Let me see if there's a nearby area where I can follow up on quests here. Winter Spring. It's because they scale up. I've already done all of them in Fellwood. I haven't done an Ashenvale. There's still other quests to do. Ooh, a Charza. But I want to be close to Winter Spring. You know, I can keep my Hearthstone here so that I can access these. So that I can access these locations. It is a lot. Well, let's focus on the rugged leather part. Maybe we can do that in one run, so that we only have to get what's it called? So that we only have to do the Whisker daily quests. So we're gonna go over there. See, look, this is really cool now. I'm actually really excited. I really like the flying aspect. I don't know. Oh, maybe when I pull up the thing, I really like the flying aspect in this game. So it's really cool now. Now it's a lot better. I did that again. So we were talking about. So to recap in this stream, what we talked about, we created a lot of topics for the next refined data stream on Wednesday. We talked roughly about Xenoblade's complexability and how you need to maintain. For complex things, you need to maintain action. You know what I mean? Like riding a bike isn't so complex, but playing Xenoblade Chronicles is complex. And if you don't, you'll never forget how to ride a bike, but you can definitely forget how to do complex things. There you go. That's something we want to talk about right now. Never forget to ride a bike. To ride a bike, but can forget how to play Xenoblades. Yeah, that's something that we can do right there. Anyway, let's go over to this location so we can get this rugged leather. Look, there are more quests here. Ooh, really? What do you want from me? Hey, look, I found more quests. But I've completed all the main quests, I think. I need to overload these totems. Hey, look at that. It exploded. It exploded! That was cool. That was cool. This is a rather simple quest. And besides, I can just cast my flying form and get away from these things. It's not a problem or anything like that. I need to find them. And this is actually really cool. Now that I can do it like this, it makes questing a lot easier. And getting to higher levels, I have expressed this kind of desire that I do want to get to higher levels. I do want to level up here in this game, and I can go. See, look, I can literally cut through all these mobs and just go. It's so cool. I can actually like just cut through all these mobs and just go to the bosses, which is really cool. especially right now. That was because if I didn't have my travel form, if I didn't have this bird form, I would have been flying. I would have had to kill all the mobs to get here. Now I don't have to, which is really cool. Good. So we're gonna slow down in our thinking now. If it's hard, we've been talking. I don't know how long have we been talking about. How long have we been talking for right now? We again. I think we've been talking for maybe a good hour or so. I don't know how far this stream has been running, how long it has. This is an aspect of why I need to keep the timer, a conscious timer. Maybe I should buy like a third-party timer. I'm not sure if I want to use my phone one because that's pretty unreliable in the terms of me just forgetting to use it all the time. Like having a separate timer here could work out nicely. There you go. Hey, look, it's back. Why is it back though? Why did it switch? Maybe it's because I was in battle. And you can't fly when you're in battle. I don't know. Anyway, let's turn these quests in. Let's look for this rugged leather. Fire water amulet. This one sells for more. Alright, let's go right over here. Yeah, we're gonna kill Yetis. Yetis are in this area, I remember. I was here not that long ago. Look at these trees, they're so pretty! Oh, this is when the game is getting really cool. And we can go to, we're gonna be able to fly, and we're gonna be able to fly. This is rugged leather. Dang it. I wish I had PvP. I would totally gank him. In fact, I think it's you have to go to Stormwind. You can make that journey to go to Stormwind in order to turn on our PvP. We'll also level faster. I remember this. I think it's these Yetis that drop the rugged leather. When we find one rugged leather, that will be enough. We have to do that whisker daily. We have to do the whisker daily. And we also have to get this leather. Maybe we can get all the leather in one shot, in one showing. I don't know. We've done most of the quests in this area. Maybe it's time to go over to a new questing area. I'm not finding any, what's it called? Rugged leather, which is making me very concerned. I don't know if I'm killing the right things. It doesn't speak to you what you need to do to get these rugged leathers. I'm trying to kill these Yetis. I'm not getting the rugged leather. This is E. What's it called? Oh, but he's level 65. He would have killed me if I really took him on. No, I need to save my rune cloth. But where do I get these rugged leather? It doesn't tell you. What's it called? What am I doing right now? Where's Winter Spring? Winter Spring. The rugged leather. Where is it? Does it have any hints? The cub covers. Once you bring your cub and shed 20 whiskers. 20 whiskers? Wait. Bring him back to me. Once your cub has shed 20 whiskers. Whoa, this is like a 20-day requirement. Whoa, buddy, I don't think I want. Oh, I don't think I want the mount that bad. This is like a serious kind of. Oh, you don't have to pay for it. Look at that. Hey, look, I'm flying. I'm flying. Why did I not have to pay for this? I had to pay for it on my DK. Oh, dude, I don't know. I didn't try flying on my DK yet. But hey, look, it's cool. Now I can use my flying mounts too. Oh, now I can show you these mounts. Ooh, that's actually really cool. I'm not super cool at mounts, but I'm not super cool at mounts, but I do appreciate good mounts every now and then. Mounts, it's not this thing. We're gonna get out of here because actually I don't want to have to deal with the whole 20 whiskers. That's 20 days. That's a lot of work, and I'm gonna use my bird form anyway. What's it called? And we can buy more. I mean, it's a ground mount, first of all. It's a ground mount. And I already have a bunch of ground mounts that I'm indifferent about. But let me consider it. Because it was cool. but I don't know if I really want it. These turtle ground mounts. Well, we're gonna go turn in this quest over here, irregardless of what we decide to do. But anyway, YouTube, that's the stream for today. Thanks for sticking with me. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.